Gage the Hedgehog, a truly degenerate liar on VRChat. You have seen his behavior and delusional rants after I made my video on you. I've seen you delete videos and very concerning stuff. For example, this defense video on Skylar Blue, a known predator that ran off the internet after they got exposed, and you are over here defending them, which is just sick. And not only that, you started kissing up on a cupcake while defending a predator. You are honest to God the most delusional degenerate I've seen in a while. But anyway, we are going to go into the first bit of our newest evidence. In our first bit of new evidence, we got you trying to say you are innocent, but you don't need to prove anything. If you are innocent, you gotta show receipts and proof that you did nothing you are accused of, but you won't be able to anyway because you know it's true and you keep digging deeper and deeper into the abyss. So, you couldn't prove your innocence, Father. I don't have to. It's not that people don't think I am innocent, but rather everybody is an evil degenerate and a con artist who is trying to hurt me because they are weak, scared, and insecure, and even jealous. I see. Hugs back. Honestly, you are as delusional as picky, and that is saying something. You gotta do better, man. We are gonna take a break from YouTube and go into your Discord server. Let's see what's the first screenshot. What the actual fuck? Oh hell no. Where's the bleach? I gotta bleach my eyes. You would begin to RP with this cupcake. And the only reason I say this is because I'm not sure if they are an adult or a cupcake. The levels I've heard was 32 and level 15. So take this with a grain of salt. We move on to the next image and yeah, it's just got worse and I'm just not reading this for my sanity. I'm just gonna show the screenshots while I do the Tide Pod challenge. If you don't want to see the disgusting screenshots, skip to the timestamp ahead in this video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's get into it. After seeing all of that filth, we move on to the confrontation with Gage and Fallen. If you didn't know already, while I was doing my interview with Multiverse Sonic, we took a peek into how deranged Gage is. Gage was trying to use Fallen to get to Multiverse Sonic, which is just crazy. But after Fallen realized what was happening, she confronted Gage about his behavior, and yet again, he tried to flip the narrative saying he wasn't in the wrong, but saying it in the worst way. Hey, I know you don't trust me and think I am trying to use you and Nick like everyone else, but I'm not one of them, I assure you. And yes, you don't know that, and still have to get to know me, even though you were not interested. So I'll just give you space and leave you guys alone. I never said that I think you're trying to use me. I'm just a bit peeved that you keep bringing it up in statuses in the server, like, oh, I'm so sad I'll never meet Nick. Woe is me. That's what peeves me. I don't have any other issue otherwise. I'm not doing this on purpose. It is because of evil people I am picking up energetic, which is making me act like that. I feel like shit all the time because of them, and I start to develop their shitty personalities without being consciously aware of it. My real personality is calm and funny and cute, and a bit spastic, but nothing too crazy. You have control of your own actions. Don't try to dodge the blame here. I'm not, and I don't always have control over my actions. This is something you nor anybody else understands. Whatever, dude, just try to stop that. Okay? Okay? Get mad at me all you want, but behavior like that is not okay, and I'm not gonna baby you and sugarcoat it. You're an adult. Own up to your actions. That's not what this is. I am not acting like a child. Hell, I'm not even being myself at times like that. I am that way because of the negativity I am surrounded by, from mental cases and other types of evil people I have in my area where I live at. You're trying to put blame on other things when all you need to do is think before you act and speak. Take a second and say, hey, wait a minute, is this actually me or something else? Are you kidding me right now? No, I'm not. You need to think before you act in general. You are such a spoiled little brat, you know that? I tried to be nice and respect your boundaries, and this is how you were gonna act all because of something I couldn't help? You know what? Fuck you, Nick and the others. I don't need this, and I should have never given you a chance, since you are just straight up narcissistic, self-absorbed, egotistical assholes who only care about yourselves and money. Look who's acting like a child now after I only told you to own up to your actions. And then you blocked her after they called you out on your weird behavior. Why are you like this, you weirdo? Then we move on to TikTok, where you try to downplay what you just did to other people. It's really depressing for people to do this. I'm sorry, block me if you want, but I want no conflict, nor do I want to start any. I'm not a bad person, and you are not a bad friend. You just need to have more patience with people, but I am sorry for everything. You really expect me to want to talk to you after what you said to me? All I did was try to give you a chance to own up to your actions, and you immaturely and harshly insulted me when I did not deserve that. That is why you were removed from Shadow's server. I'm sorry, but I can't talk to someone who insults me in such a way that you did. I gave you patience. A lot of it. I wasn't the one who snapped and insulted you. Remember that. I am not expecting anything from you. I was not in the wrong, it was you. I was being mature the whole time. Then you choose to go into bitch mode on me out of jealousy and wanted to act like I was the bad guy. The one who needs to own up to their stuff is you, not me. And you deserve how I treated you, since you were the one who went off on me first. But of course, you will deny responsibility and play innocent despite your own actions. So, don't be a hypocrite and act like you are better. Because if anything, it's you who is the problem here. All I did was give you a chance and tried to be nice and respectful to you. Then you had to go off and ruin it because you got insecure on what I put in my bio grow up. Honest to God, man, I think you are the one that really needs to grow the fuck up. This is just incredibly sad and annoying deal with you. Our next video comes from Multiverse Sonic, confronting Gage about his degenerate and terrible behavior. It has some sensitive topics that are discussed in this, so be warned.
Nice place to choose for a meetup.
So
alright, look, just to tell you the truth, at this rate, this is gonna get us nowhere. And I mean us fighting with each other. It's stupid, and I even feel stupid for even continuing this. I've been trying my best just to get over it, but to be honest with you, not trying to put any fingers or put the blame on anybody, but the fact that you were literally talking shit about me to other people was kind of taking a toll on me.
the reason why
Yeah,
I told those people about you was because they asked about you.
Yeah, people ask questions at times.
Yes, they do, and I have a right to answer their questions. Just like how people asked you about me, I give them the same courtesy. But there's something I want you to know. After this, I don't want to see any videos about you, of you talking shit about me or my friends ever again. After this, it's done. Completely done. I'm done with this shit. And there's one
I was
thing-
already done with that. Sorry.
Gage, you've done this 14 times. I've been keeping count. 14 times that you've said that you made videos about me and my friends constantly, and I haven't said anything about you on my channel or my Discord server or anything. And you're saying that I'm still saying stuff about you when I haven't said anything. I haven't said a word. What happened in our TikTok DMs stayed in our TikTok DMs until that video that Blaze made. I had to make my case because the allegations that you put on me about me being a hacker or whatever, hacked into your Wi-Fi or electronics or whatever the hell, came about, and then now look what happened.
Yeah, but this isn't entirely on me. You were partially at the fault for this, for even egging it on.
How? How was I?
It didn't just stay over in our TikTok videos. I may have made videos against you because of what you said to me on TikTok, and I took it in the wrong way. But actually spewed out from your side as well. You've been telling people in their like fucking posts on their channels or in their videos that you've been fucking saying nasty remarks about me.
Where?
And yeah, I get it that
videos?
people need to ask questions about me, and that they come to you for answers. But that's just gonna make the situation worse.
But what
And you know what I'm
videos
talking
have I? What videos? What videos have I commented on? I never commented on anybody's videos about you at all.
You commented on the video that you recently just made with Blaze Jays, and
Yes.
you also commented on the post
That's
that
the only
Matrix
one.
made about me as well.
Yeah, because they were asking me. I gave my side of the story. Simple. When someone asks for my side of the story, I give them my side of the story. Simple. What do you expect me to do?
Yeah,
I'm
but you
not going to
lied
ignore
about
them.
me. You lied about me and made assumptions about me without getting to know me. And like
And
I
you
did with
made-
you, and I'm sorry for that.
But you made lies about me too, saying that I hacked you when I didn't. I don't even know how to hack. In order for someone to hack someone's router, you got to know where they live. I don't know where you live. I don't even care to know where you live.
Well, it doesn't really matter to me at this point.
So you're admitting that you fabricated that allegation.
No. I just misjudged you as well.
But
Look, I'm not a bad person. I'm definitely not a predator or a child molester or a pedophile or whatever. And yeah, I may have fucked up one too many times to the point where it may seem like I'm the worst person in this entire planet. I deal with shit that is not something that anybody could ever believe in. I deal with the most disgusting people in my fucking area that have done nothing but tormented me ever since I was a child. I don't expect you or anybody else to believe that, but all I can do is tell you about it, and you come to your own way of thinking.
But having that whole thing is not an excuse for any of the other stuff that has happened with when it came to you and I. I had nothing to do with your mother. I don't even know your mother. And for the record, yes, my name is actually Nick. And you saying that, like, oh, Nick's name is not actually Nick, when you, like, again, it contradicts what you just said. You said you shouldn't judge someone before getting to know them. But look what happened. You went ahead and judged me without getting to know me and claimed that I hacked you when I didn't. And said that my name is not actually Nick. Again, you contradicted. It's contradictory at its finest.
Well, I'm not even gonna make any excuses because I have nothing to say about that. But I am not, like, denying this. I know that I did all of that. I just have a lot of shit going on, and it's hard for me to put up with it. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I just got a lot of fucking crap going on to the point where I'm losing my fucking mind here. I'm sorry for all the shit that I done to you, Brookie, and Fall, and the other people. But at the same time, I was just defending myself at first, and it got too far from there, and I admit that.
So again, are you admitting that the hacking allegation is false?
Yes, I am. And for the record, I wish we could have done this sooner because this is exactly what it was all about. Of why I can stoop down so fucking low. Is because you never given me a chance to explain myself. You were pushing me away and just jumping into assumptions.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you. And honestly, I don't expect myself to know people. When it comes to my fans, there's a difference between a fan and a friend. I treat my fans equally. My friends, I hold them to a higher caliber than my fans. I respect my fans. I respect my community. But I don't hold them to the same caliber as my friends. I don't. Hell, Markiplier does the same thing. PewDiePie does the same thing too. Corey Kenshin does the same thing. There's a thin line that big YouTubers don't cross, and that's the thing. And again, you're saying that you're a good person, but you told me to kill myself. What kind of a good person does that to someone? I would never say that to somebody. If it's someone that I hated, I would never wish death upon them. Ever. I would never, ever do that to somebody. Because that would make me look just as bad as the person that I hate. And I don't want to stoop to their level. I don't ever want to stoop to their level. Ever.
Just try to relax and calm down. We're just talking here.
I'm
And yeah,
fine.
I did screw up by saying
I'm
that as well.
talking firmly the way that you need me to talk to you. Exactly. The same way.
I can respect that.
Now again,
But
what other things have you said and accused me of so I can disprove that?
like I said, it doesn't even matter. I wanted to stop this whole thing a long time ago, but it was difficult.
Yeah, and
I didn't want
wanted
this to happen, but
I wanted
I
you to
know
stop
that this
as
doesn't
well.
happen.
I wanted you to stop as well with making the videos and all that stuff, but clearly everything that I was saying was going in one ear and out the other. I wasn't even insulting you in our TikTok DMs. I never insulted you once. All I said was that if you're actually sorry, you remove the videos and that's it. I never
You
insulted
said to me that my apology videos were fake, and you called me disgusting just because you made a false assumption that I was like diddling multiverse Emily or whatever, and that we were different ages apart.
because, I mean, that's what I saw in the videos. That's what I saw. I have never seen somebody that is a 27-year-old kissing up on a 16-year-old. Ever in my life.
I didn't kiss her in a way that was sexual. I just gave her a bunch of kisses as if I was her actual father, because that's normal. Like giving her a kiss on the head or whatever.
Yeah,
Nothing
what about
sexual and
but what about
nothing
Poppy?
appropriate.
You knew that
Poppy-
you knew that she was underage, and you continued to have inappropriate conversations with her despite her being underage.
I don't actually know her real age, and she's not. I know she's not 11 or 14 or where the
They're
hell
a child,
people
though.
say that she is.
They are a child.
That
I've seen all the proof.
That-
People have made a lot of videos about her and showed proof because of it. And you even made a video about Poppy Chassie being a slut. You said that. I saw that, and then you removed the video about a month later.
that's because I didn't want to get myself into shit that I didn't want to be a part of. I felt at the time like I should have done it though.
Yeah, but at the same time, you knew that she was lying about her age.
Yeah, but it's not like I know what her age is or whether or not she actually is underage. And plus, for where
From the sound of her voice, she is a child.
And the shit that I...
Sorry if I
Yeah.
keep cutting you off. It's just like VRChat syncing sucks, but still.
That's fine. You're alright.
But still, from the sound of her voice, that is a child. I've met this one person. They go by the name of what was their name? Charm. This goes all the way back to 2018 when VRChat was like the talk of the town and the Sonic VRChat RP hub was a thing. And there was this girl named Charm, and they were actually baiting people. They were a child pretending to be an 18-year-old dating adults. And then people found out that they were actually lying about their age. And upon closer inspection of their voice, they were a child. And then they were revealed to be 15 at the time. So again, you know for a fact that because of their voice, they were a child. But even though you still said inappropriate things, you can't do that. You can't.
It's the internet. That's kind of shit that happens, and it's not like I'm doing it because I have no care in the world of whether I do something with a child or not. I don't like stuff like that myself. I'm not that kind of person that would just randomly sexualize a child or like fucking force myself on them or whatever. But it's like,
You have
when
a
you go through with the shit
molestation
that I
kink.
go through, it's like, yeah, it don't mean
That
to
remo-
molest others. I mean, that's basically when I get molested, and yeah, sure. I have that as a kink, but it doesn't mean I'm a fucking monster or a creep.
You
I
have
just
a
have
rape
weird
kink
things I'm
as
into.
well. And a sexual assault and a sexual harassment kink too. That's messed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but it is just a kink for like online reasons, not in real life, and it's not for other people. It's for it to be done to me. And I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what they want to look at me as. I generally do not give a shit because other people's opinions do not define who I am. I define who I am.
And
the
while
same goes for everybody else.
and while I do understand that, the fact that like you're saying that you don't care, Clearly you do, because you're making videos about these things. If you don't care, you'd leave it alone. If you did care, you'd continue making those videos. Clearly you do care. Me, when
It's
it
not
comes
that
to
I
me,
care
that,
in a
like,
way where that it matters to me. It matters little to me, or it doesn't matter to me at all. In the way I care is that it bothers me that people are just randomly assume things about me, like with you, even though there's no evidence behind it and there's no truth to it. There's like no context to what, there's no context to what people end up making up about me. They just do it to hurt me.
well, I mean, there is proof, though. At least, in my case, at least. Because
That proves.
I disproved that the fact that of the hacking stuff. I disproved of me being a quote unquote con artist. There was a time where you compared me to a rapist. I'm not a rapist. I would never take advantage of somebody for my own sexual gratification. That's not me. I would never do that to somebody. As somebody who has been in 23 different relationships and all of them cheated on me. Every single one of them. I have not had a good relationship at all. When it came to my recent relationship, that was the most normal breakup I've ever had in my life. That was the only time I ever had a breakup like that. Not going to get into specifics, but it was a regular breakup. If you think that I would go so far as to take advantage of somebody for my own sexual gratification, especially after what happened to me, you got another thing coming.
That was way out of the picture because it had nothing to do with sexual whatever. And it has nothing to do with sexuality. It had something to do with the fact that you and I were on bad terms with each other and took things in the wrong go. And that we misunderstood each other because of it.
It wasn't the fact that I misunderstood you. You misunderstood what I was saying. I was being polite with you, with telling you to take down the videos. That's all I was doing. I did not insult you or anything like that. I'm talking about in the beginning of the drama. In the beginning. Only in the beginning. We're talking about the beginning, not stuff past that. Only in the beginning, I was being polite with you, and I was telling you that if you were sorry, you would take down the videos. And then you made a whole paragraph attacking me and telling me that I should drop dead.
That part, I was completely in the wrong. And yeah, you were right. You didn't do anything to attack me, but given my situation, I cannot trust people. Just like you can't. But my situation is a lot worse than what you would think it is.
No person's
I'm obsessively
trauma.
harassed and attacked by multiple mental people who wanted to terrorize me and destroy my life ever since I was just a kid. And my whole entire childhood wasn't ever a thing because of this. As a matter of fact, my own fucking mother had to take care of me by her damn self, and her own mother and father did nothing but make her life a living hell. They treated her like she was an idiot that didn't know any better, didn't know what was going on, and they did things to her that would never, ever come close to normal. Not even close to insane.
Look,
Like,
I'm going to give it to you straight here.
Evil shit.
I'm going to give it to you straight here. No person's trauma is worse than the other. I'll tell you one thing about me. I was abused. Physically and mentally. By someone that I'm not going to say. For my own privacy. But I was abused. I was. No trauma is worse than the other. Trauma is trauma. What matters is how you overcome that trauma. I'm still overcoming my trauma. I'm still overcoming it to this day. And I get it. Your life is probably fucked up, but so is mine. There are a lot of people out there that have a lot of fucked up things. But no trauma, nothing that anybody goes through is worse than the other. I would never ever top my own trauma above everybody else's and say, oh, I had it worse than you. I had it worse than you. There is no having it worse. Trauma is trauma, and it's not worse than the other, because if you're prioritizing your trauma above everybody else's, what does that say about you? Get what I mean?
Okay, I don't really care what much it says about me. The only thing that matters to me is to not be like the ones that I hate. And I don't hate you personally, I just hate how that you were being rude to me all the time, even though it's understandable. But then I was wrong for putting you in the same context as those mental people who did nothing but destroy my life. And it still haunts me to this day. Still in my area, wouldn't stop bothering me and wouldn't stop fucking trying to traumatize me. And I'm sorry for what you had to go through. No one deserves that.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's also another thing that you said, that I deserved to get backstabbed by Blake and Brenna, people that are actually predators.
I didn't know that Brenna was a predator. But then again, looking
Yeah.
at...
And so is Blake. Blake was also a predator. There was a video that was made and showed all the evidence. I even made a whole live stream showcasing said evidence. Back when I was dating Brooke. I showcased all the evidence there.
I'm not gonna bother making up excuses for anything I did because mainly it was bent out of hatred for the people that were in my life. And I did not want there. And I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say, I didn't know how to handle it. And I'm not even gonna bother trying to... I'm not even gonna bother trying to explain myself. At this point, it's not gonna get anywhere.
The thing is that you said before in your videos that I'm narcissistic. I have not said or done anything to a single human being of me being a narcissistic human being. And the friends that I have prove that. They have stuck by me through my darkest of moments. Even times where I wanted to self-destruct and punch a hole in my damn wall. And they always get me back up on my feet. And they always point out the mistakes that I'm doing and everything that I'm doing wrong, and I take it. I take it like a man, and I move past it, and I fix myself, and I be better. That's how life is.
That's the truth.
And the thing is, everything that you said and done is obviously unforgivable. I can't forgive you for what you said. As a friend once told me that you can accept someone's apology, but there's a difference between accepting someone's apology and forgiving them. So I accept your apology, but I don't forgive you for what you did to me and to my friends, because it has taken a toll on some of us. Not me per se, because I don't really care as much as what people say about me. I mean, for instance, there was this guy named Jack Antonio. He made 2 videos about me saying like, "Oh, if you don't bring back Blake and Brenna, I'm gonna have to tell you to stop making videos about your AU." I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck what you say. And then
people like that just need to learn how to grow up, and be honest with you.
And then there's the Skylar Blue stuff. How she is a predator. Celestios made a video. In fact, like, I have also been collecting, well, in the past when the allegations started to arise, I was collecting evidence myself as well. And I was right. She is a predator. She did prey on kids. And it was very disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And the fact that she herself even admitted on Celestios' video, in one of his new videos, she admitted that she's a predator. She said, and I quote, "As a predator myself, blah, blah, blah." And then Celestios asked her, "Wait, so you're admitting that you're a predator?" And she says, "Yes, I am a predator." So she literally admitted to being a predator. She is a pedophile. I know you probably didn't see the video, but it's out there. It's on Celestica's channel. You can watch it yourself.
I don't know what to fucking... It's like I said, I don't even know what to fucking do. And for the record, before I even met with you and met with anybody else on here, the only thing I wanted to do was just keep to myself, to prevent this whole thing from ever happening. But sadly, as it is, this was destined to happen, whether I care to admit it or not, and accept it. I knew this was going to happen at the first point, and I did try to do things to make it stop.
You had the ability to stop. You had the...
Not in my position.
Well, I mean, I get that. The pressure would be too much, but you gotta be better than them. Especially at the fact that you went as far as doxing your own grandmother. You said her
She
full
deserves
name
it
and
more
accent.
than you can never admit it.
Yeah, but you gotta
I'm
understand,
arguing
Gage, that's illegal. That's illegal. It's a crime.
Illegal doesn't really matter, and where I live at, people all over.
It's always
criminals.
illegal in every state. Every single state out there in the world has laws. Even
What
the
I
online
mean
world has
is-
laws too.
What I mean is the people in my city don't work in the way where that they follow the laws. They work in the way where they try to bend them to their own benefit.
And
They don't follow the rules. They just torture anybody that gets in their way.
but the thing is that you're saying that people in the world are con artists and criminals. But the thing is, you did the thing that a criminal would do. That is to leak personal information onto the internet. That's a crime. You can literally go to jail for that. You
Care. Anything that would cause my grandmother to suffer for what she did to me and my mother is fine with me.
So you're willing to become a criminal just to satisfy yourself?
No, I don't want to become a criminal, but
Then
that's not
don't
like I'm gonna
dox-
hold back against people.
Then don't dox their personal information. You do realize that if you do that, the police are going to trace it back to you. And then you're going to be the one put in jail. I've seen this happen.
There is no jail where I live at. There's no police. There's no fucking doctors. There's no fucking, like, workers of any kind. It's just multiple people who are fucked up in their mind, want to be criminals, want to live life easy by taking advantage of others and exploiting them to their own way. That's what it's like in my area. There is no normalcy here. I know this is an understatement, but I feel like I'm the only normal person in where I live at, because every person I'm surrounded by is some fucking, like, some really fucked up mental case that has a bunch of mental disorders and don't know how to function correctly in a way where it's like shit that you see in fucking horror movies, where they want to hack everything, they want to fucking tap into fucking shit, they want to fucking monitor everything that people fucking do on a regular day basis, even inside their own house without any of their permission. That's also illegal, and nobody's doing a single thing to stop it. People are just joining in on it because they think it's better to fucking live that way rather than to live life as a normal human being. My mother and I always get fucking scolded by these people just because we're trying to do the right thing and be better people. And they don't like that. They do whatever it takes to try to punish us whenever we try to do something right.
And while I
As a matter of
understand that, but going after other people and accusing them of being one of the people that are attacking you and your mother, that is not justified whatsoever, because you don't know those people. You don't know them. So how do you know that if you can't prove that they are? Like in one of your videos, you said that, like, oh, Multi is hacking into my internet, but this is something that I can't prove because he's doing this secretively. How am I? What? That makes no sense. Even if it's secretively, you have the ability to capture somebody in the act. You can literally take your phone, take a picture, and post it up on your community tab. Boom, caught red-handed. Easy.
Yeah, it's actually easier said than done.
Yeah, but it's easy. Like, you could literally just take your phone, go outside, find those cameras, and then take a picture, go back inside, post it up. Simple.
Yeah, these people are a lot dumber than they actually are.
Now, the reason why I keep bringing up the whole hacking thing, because the hacking thing is a very serious crime. It's a federal, like, this is federal shit, especially in my area. Like, I live in New York. I live in New York, and the police here are very tight. Like, they'll take anything and they'll arrest you on the spot for whatever fucking reason. And the fact that I'm here, that for the past year I've been accused by you of a federal crime, you can see why I'm bent on clearing my name when it comes to this. And now, of course, you admitted that allegation was false.
Yeah, but the thing is, people who never committed a crime don't really have anything to prove, because they know that they're innocent. The only thing I did was just make up shit about you because I was misunderstanding you. But you were doing the same thing to me, and there's no doubting that.
What stuff did I make up about you?
You said that was a man-child one time, and that you called me a crybaby because
that's what you were acting like at that time. You were, because I was being nice to you, and you reply back with a bunch of essays, when all I was doing was calling you out for your stuff, not with the intention of talking down to you or being disrespectful, because that is what I do with people in general. It's not just with my friends, but people in general. I call out my cousins. I call out my cousins for all their stuff. I call out people that are back in the Apados hub. Like, for example, there were people there that were literally talking politics stuff, and me and a friend of mine had to call them out, being like, "Hey, this is a safe area. Don't talk about politics here. Take it somewhere else." I did that to you with the intention of being blunt and honest, not with the intention of attacking you or disrespecting you or bullying you. Here's what I think, and the reason why you acted the way you did. This is what I think. This is just a hypothesis, but I think it's because of the way that you are living your life right now in real life, not in the internet, but outside of the internet, that it has gotten to a point where, and I mean no disrespect, but it's gotten to a point where you became sensitive, which is fine, because at a point in my life, I was sensitive too. I mean, I am still sensitive after recent events that have happened I'm not going to get into, but I'm also sensitive too. I was in your position once where I was sensitive to criticism. I was sensitive to people being blunt. I was sensitive to people being honest with me. But then, as time grew on, I grown to take it and learn that they're not saying that to harm me. They're doing that to help me. That is why I called you out for that. Because in truth, you were. But now, given the fact that your current conditions in real life, what does that say? It wasn't with the intention to attack you. It was the intention of being honest with you and calling you out for your mistake. That was it.
Well, no offense, sir. Like, you were right about all that.
What's that?
No offense taken, because you are right about all that. But like I said, it's difficult. Where I live at.
But what other things do you what other things that you said that I did wrong, and I can disprove that? Or was that the only thing?
I don't need you. There's been loads of things that I said, but at this point, it doesn't really matter what I said, because everything I made about you was probably because I was just afraid of getting caught again. You don't need to disprove anything. Because...
So you're admitting to everything now. Wiping the floor clean. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just finding it difficult because of all the pain I went through and it was haunting me.
And I
over
get
and
that.
over again.
I get that, but
people...
don't take it out on all the people that are out there trying to help you. Not talking about people in real life, but people, you know, like, for example, I know that the reason why that Emily cut ties with you, and, well, that you cut ties with Emily in the first place, is because of the fact that Emily was trying to help you, stop you from going after me all the time. And you kept telling them no. All they were trying to do was help you. It wasn't with the intention of, like, oh, you know, like you even told Emily to kill herself. A child. You told a child to kill themselves. Because keep in mind of this. If Emily actually did kill themselves, their blood would be on your hands. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not doing this on purpose, mind you. Sometimes we just make mistakes. We're human after all.
Unfortunately, I don't believe that.
People make mistakes and they learn from it. That's what matters most. Holding grudges against each other and focusing on the past will get us nowhere. It will just cause more pain. I think at this point, we should just forget everything that happened in the past. As much as it hurts.
Yeah. I will say this, that after this, I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to see you talking about me anymore. I don't want to see any of that anymore. Ever again. Never. Whatever videos that you put out about me, I want them deleted. And then after that, we move on with our lives, and we look to the future, and that's that. That's all.
That's all I really want.
So, are we done? Is it over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wish it would have happened sooner and I didn't put all of this crap on you.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, you know, I had people tell me, like, hey, don't go to him because you know, you gotta be a bigger person. I'm just like, I got accused of a federal crime, so I gotta clear my name. But look, all I can say is that, you know, don't ever do this stuff again. I'm gonna go live my life, you live yours, and then that's that. Alright?
Yeah. Take care. And hopefully that you have a much better life than me.
I hope you get yours figured out.
Yeah. Same.
Let this be the end.
Sadly, I don't think this is the end of his antics, but after seeing all of that, let's get into the conclusion, shall we? Well, in this conclusion, Gage is confirmed to be a degenerate, a liar that keeps saying he's going to change and apologize, but keeps on sending death threats constantly to people that doesn't even deserve it. It's not okay, and it needs to stop now. I do not want to come back to this weirdo. Now, after all of this, I've been Blaze, and I am signing out.